Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hooverlux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso, salam, welcome to the channel y'all, Cheshniak Shamash. Good day y'all, and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be another polishing project that I have from Sam. Now, don't ask me what machine this is, I genuinely can't remember. The metal is in pretty bad shape, so what we're going to try and do is put some shine back into this, well, messy thing. Anyway, let me get you guys closer over this and we'll take a closer look. So what do we have here? We have what I think is a Royale. These are the parts that got sent to me by Sam, and they are in pretty bad shape. That's not too bad. That hopefully will come up with a polish, but I think that the metal underneath is showing, so we'll have to see how that works out. This little piece here, hopefully with some polishing compound, we're going to give it a go. These, the main body part of the machine, these are in a bit of a different state. So the inside is very badly corroded with lots of marks and also rust on it. I've washed them, but there is still a lot of, well, shall we just say, grime and corrosion on the inside. So we're going to have to get rid of that. So what I'm going to be doing, excuse me, is I'm going to be using the sandblasting unit only for the inside of this, just to clean it up, because it's going to take a lot more elbow grease. And the outside, I am going to wet sand parts of it. There is a lot of corrosion on the outside of this, so I don't know how good it's going to get, but we're going to try first of all with some wet sanding paper and then work from there. Some of these parts are going to be a little bit awkward, but never mind, we will give it a go. This is going to be a lot of elbow grease to try and get these up to any type of shine, because they are so dull. So let's see what we can do with this. So first of all, I'm going to let you see the inside of it. I'm going to take these parts over to the sandblasting unit and I'm going to polish blast the inside of this to get rid of all that really stubborn dirt and grime, to make it a little bit better. And then we will work on the outside here on the bench. So without further ado, by the magic of cameras, this is the before. Let's get ready for the after. So there we go, that is done. The inside, I have sandblasted all the crud off, and I've done some of the more awkward parts that would be quite difficult to reach with the sandpaper. I've also done the inside of this as well, that you can see now looks really good. And also that awkward part at the top as well. That's going to be hidden, so it doesn't really matter. It's just the outside. I've done some of the more awkward areas as well. That would be hard to, you know, get the initial dirt and grime out of, and the marks. But yeah, that looks really good. So the insides, and now I've cleaned off. This looks like it came out of the Titanic. So I've removed some of the grime off, so it'll go together a lot better. Anyway, next we need to move on to the outside polishing. Excuse me, let me get everything set up here on the bench and I'll come back to you. So I got everything I need here set up. I've got the sandpapers off to the side, starting from 240 all the way up to 5000 grit. Little pads, very good for doing this. Let me put some gloves on first. So what I'm going to do, not to bore you to death, is I'm going to do fast forward of parts. Actually, let me take my watch off. And I will fast forward bits for this, otherwise it'll get too boring. Here we go. I've got a jug of water here because we're going to be doing wet sanding, and this is the first part. So I'm going to take my 240 grit sandpaper. First of all, I want to wet this all over and wet the sandpaper. Now this is 240 grit. This is quite hard, but this metal is very badly tarnished. So what I'm going to do is just very lightly work it all over in even strokes. Well, that has taken absolutely ages to get it like this. It's not perfect, but to be honest, it is the best I'm gonna get it, considering it looked like this when we first started. This is the result. I've used everything from wet sanding, dry sanding, the wire wool, on the bench polisher, back to hand polishing, and then finally one last go on the on this for the final, on the bench grinder for the final polish. But it's shiny. I'm exhausted. This has taken hours, absolutely hours, to try and get it like this. So this bit is done. The next two little pieces I have to work on, which I've popped over here. I'm going to do these by hand, and then I'm going to work on this, which I'm going to do the whole thing in fast forward. Wow, that was a lot of polishing, but as you can see here, we have got the parts looking so much better than what they did originally. They actually have a bit of a shine to them. It's not perfect. This metal was in really, really bad condition, and you know, it would have taken, you know, I don't have the professionalism yet of being able to restore this to a complete mirror finish, but I think we certainly did a pretty good job of cleaning it up and making it presentable for when it goes back to being a vacuum cleaner. So there we go. So you will see these parts again. I polished the little parts as well, and I also had this what do you call it, wand to polish up as well, as you saw in the end. So I did that as well. What I need to do now is pack all these things back up and give them to Sam, and then Sam will do a video of probably putting it all back together, at least demoing it when it's all back together. So there we go. So thank you very much for joining me today when we have been polishing up these parts. I hope you've enjoyed. For me, it's been hard work, but it's very rewarding when you see something that actually does shine, considering how dull it was. So I'm really pleased. So comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. Check out the back catalogue. There's hundreds of videos there to tickle your fancy. Share the videos on social media. That helps me a lot. And Happy New Year to you all. And I'll see you very soon. Bye, y'all.